And we're live here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you for joining us on the number one podcast in this room.
My hair, boy.
Where is it?
All over the place.
But it's so movie-like.
My hair's always luxurious.
I know, I'm just saying.
I've got this problem like where I can only wash it like once or twice a week.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Right, but if I do that, my hair's like I look like Kelso all the time. Right, my hair's just like.
You knew how you're like that? In one episode, it was Boy
Yeah.
Meets World, when Eric was like being a stepdad or whatever to that kid. His hair was fucking just this. Like you could tell they did product and blow dry, but it was way too long.
Like they would not have to do much to my hair to make it look 80s. Like they just and it'd be up there and out there.
Even the Boy Meets World era when everyone had parted hair, it just looked perfect.
Welcome back to our talk show. I am DJ, and over there is Josh.
Or you could be Sean Hunter.
Don't forget we have audio version on Anchor FM, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts and needs.
Yeah, Apple Podcasts.
That's what I said.
No, you said Anchor FM and Spotify.
And Apple Podcast.
You didn't say anything. You said when you get your podcast.
How would
you skipped ahead.
Also, it is now November, and November is Stomach Cancer Awareness Month, which has nothing to do with our charity. Which our charity has to do with Thanksgiving, which is Feeding South Florida. And the link will be down below. They accept cash donations, canned goods, basically non-perishable items. And
they do virtual too. You can donate, and they would go buy the canned food and food.
Also, you can catch us every Tuesday morning between the hours of 10 and 12 a.m.
And Wednesdays.
And Wednesdays between the hour of 4 and 6 p.m. I think that's it for the beginning for me. Do we got a random fact for today, Josh?
We do, and smelly things. If you do like charities, if you do
and
like
smelly things,
and
what?
other things.
Oh, I thought you said smelly things.
If you do like
that's
charities, Mr. Beast is running one for clean the oceans.
gross. Is there?
It's hashtag something.
Yeah. Speaking of charities, Mr. Beast, you know that dude bought a whole grocery fucking store. And donated it.
Team C's, hashtag Team C's. On his latest video, he cleaned the world's dirtiest beach, but they're raising $30 million to clean up 30 million pounds worth of trash in the ocean. So far, they have $10,000 or $10 million they have raised. So again, if you're interested in that, it is hashtag Team C's.
I'm telling you, my favorite dude was the one who was giving out joints for bags of trash. Right, so in his neighborhood, right, the dude owned a dispensary. I think it's somewhere in Washington where it's recreational up there. And he told people, he's like, come to the shop, get a trash bag, walk around the shop in the neighborhood, pick up trash, bring me back a full bag of trash, and I will give you a joint.
That's incentive.
Right, that's right. And I was like, well, fuck that. People were coming in 2 or 3 bags deep, 10 bags. Just bringing trash from their house.
DJ has a whole team. Like if you're like doing like lawn service or something, you just bring a whole team. You tell them you can give them $10 each.
What?
Like you bring me a bag, give you $5.
Bring me a bag, give you $5.
So you take all their bags, and then you go and get all the joints.
200 joints later.
More than $5 a person.
Well, I'm not selling them. I'm just
saying that it's still equaled out for you to get all the.
But
and DJ come in a wheelchair to make it more like sophisticated. Like
people are trying to think of different ways to clean up a little bit and make stuff. I just think if you don't throw your shit on the ground, right?
Well, it's bad in this other country. It was so bad that if you got in the water,
right,
it would have the bacteria eat your skin and shit.
Try to do your recycling. Try to use reusable items.
Taco Bell wants you to send their packets back. Put them in the recycler.
Right.
If you go grocery shopping, Walmart and what is it? Publix have you can buy a reusable bag.
Yeah, use your reusable bags and stuff like that, and you should be fine. So, what was our random fact for the day?
Sea lions can dance to a beat.
Like
not mimic people, but dance to a beat.
There's actually a lot of animals that
only 2 mammals can't though.
Pick up beats.
Only 2 mammals.
I feel like that's not true.
I looked it up.
Birds dance. They're not mammals, but
they're mocking.
They're just mocking there.
Because when you go like this to a thumb, they're just looking at you.
And they're just making fun of you.
Yes.
So you're bobbing your head, stupid human. I can bob my head too.
Basically.
You know. My favorite is the like the macaws and stuff that mimic sound.
Hey, asshole.
Right. Well,
Or do the microwave.
an old friend of mine, it used to mimic her phone.
Yeah, mine.
So
Lewis
it just fucking ring all the time. And it's
Lewis
like,
used to make the washer and dryer, and the microwave.
like someone shut that goddamn phone up. No, it's just the bird.
And then it would mimic like her husband's voice to call her name, like, "Hey, Carolyn." Wait, my husband's not home. But only the mom could handle him, and like anyone else try to go in his cage, she'd fucking bite the shit out of him.
That's when you punch the bird in the face.
No, it was an African gray man. I think it'd fucking square up with you.
Not with me. Maybe you.
Anybody.
No.
I saw a whole bunch of videos of cats slapping things like alligators.
I
and
punked out a
people.
horse the other day.
That's true.
I looked him dead in the eye and, jumped at him. He flinched, backed the fuck up. Was like, oh.
I wonder what animals see when they see you. Is like just a big blob? Because your animals see
Just a big ball.
like your animals see and they love you. Like so like if they know the big blob feeds them. Like
They love me as long as it's not like
do they
I'm
smell
not
your scent?
I'm not
Like
towering.
say if you hug someone, and, like would your scent be on them and your dog's gonna attack them?
So normally the way it works with my dogs, like I have to introduce you,
Yeah, that I know.
right?
Only your voice, no one else's.
Right. Everybody, they still get kind of riley and things like that. A lot of times, I pet you on the shoulder, be like, see, he's fine.
The blob goes into another blob.
Right. Like, don't eat him or her, but they're a lot more friendly towards women than they are, men and stuff like that. It's really if they haven't seen you before.
Oh no, George loved him. So
Right.
like, George was like, bite me.
A lot of times it's just it's how you train them and stuff like that. Like,
I know when they're in trouble and you want them to go somewhere, no one else can talk. They have to hear your voice.
Well, no, because if the thing is like if I tell them something, right, and then like one of you go or some shit like that, it takes the focus off me.
That's what I mean.
And I don't want them to focus on you. I need them to know that I'm serious.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
Like
because
you're the alpha.
Right, I'm the pack leader. Okay, the cats, the dogs, Frank.
I was laying on the
Okay.
ground yesterday and your animals attacked me.
Yeah, probably.
Frank, Sir Kitty.
Well, because as far as they're concerned, you're just another one of the animals.
They're like, they all like pet me. I'm like, I'm on the ground. I can't get up.
Right. You're not the boss. You're just the guy that's
I was
there.
like, go get help. They didn't get help.
No.
Somehow your Wi-Fi became unplugged.
I was wondering.
I tried calling you. I think you took a nap. I was
Probably.
like, what's going on? And then I put Dazed and Confused on for the animals and left.
Oh, is that put a drug movie on for the animals? That's odd.
I thought Frank would
All
like
right,
it.
all right.
right.
No, like
You know that was his first role? Matthew
What?
McConaughey's?
Matthew McConaughey.
That was his first
And now he works for Buick. I think he's
he
making
owns that,
making.
or he is a partnership with Wild Turkey?
Well, yeah, but he's
Or
been
whatever that
making.
commercial we saw when he was drinking in the back of the car.
Yeah, that's Buick. That wasn't a drinking commercial.
Oh.
It was about. He's like, go wherever you want, and it was like, come on, Matthew McConaughey don't drive no fucking Buick.
Which has a link.
Right? It's a Lincoln commercial, but still, Matthew McConaughey don't drive no
He don't
goddamn
drive.
Lincoln. All right, if he driving, he probably driving sports cars and shit. I know if I had money like that, a Lincoln is probably not what I would pick to, be my everyday driver.
But it was like old school Lincoln.
No, it was the new one.
No, I'm saying when he picked the Lincolns, he was driving the presidential.
Right. Like I don't know, I've always been a caddy man. I've just never had caddy man money.
Well, about the same size.
Yeah, but caddy's got a different suspension package on it, so it makes it ride like air.
Well, Lincoln has the airbags.
Yeah, but still, Cadillac boy. You can't be. You
And
can't
it
beat
went
a
from that
caddy.
old school Cadillac to a Cadillac Escalade
Right.
for you to get into.
But oh man, did I ever tell you about the one caddy our family owned?
You had a caddy?
We had a caddy. We got one. Tom painted it. We sanded, painted it.
Even painted
jet
it.
black. Our
Presidential?
Tom's friend's brother, Skeeter, right? Guys,
Skeeter.
right. His name was Robert, but we just called him Skeet. Skeet or Skeeter. anything like that.
Uncle Skeeter, gotcha.
So he borrowed the Cadillac one day, went out. We're like, all right, cool. And then he calls us, hey, I need a ride. We were confused because he left with our Cadillac. And then we see on the news that a school bus, right, luckily with no children in it, hopped a curve, grabbed a Cadillac with the front end, drug it across the street, and smashed it into a Publix, and completely, like, the back end was gone. There was no car left, right? Completely total.
No driver apparently either.
No, the driver wasn't in it, right? The car was parked in the adult bookstore, right?
And said that?
Yeah, the news and everything, and it grabbed the car and smashed the whole back
You
end.
tell me this man walked out with porn and realized his car's gone.
Came out with nudie mags, and there was no car to get into.
And he's just like,
Right? Didn't I park a car here? Right? Why is there a bunch of cops down the street? Where's my car?
huh?
It wasn't even his car; it was Tom's. So of course, again, the whole back end was just
It was
just
the
gone.
Cadillac was at the adult bookstore.
Right.
Well, he got caught. You go pick him up. It's in the back.
Well, we didn't have to. Like
It's in the back.
you know, the news said it all. Right? Like
He doesn't know that. So when you go pick him up, what's in the back?
what's in the bag? You know.
You didn't pick him up at the news store. Like walk next door.
No, he probably walked over to Publix,
Where the
right?
car was.
Where the car was. Is like, oh, I was in Publix, you know. But he was definitely at the nudie store.
Imagine
across-
like if you put the stuff in the car real quick and he's like, shit, I forgot something, and then the bus hit.
Yeah.
So now he's grateful. But then he had to walk back to Publix to get the nudie stuff out of the car.
Oh man, that is sick. Police are just going through the car. There's like
That's mine.
there's nudie stuff.
Are you the owner
and,
of this car?
you
I know
know,
this sounds like I'm not.
Right.
But those are my magazines.
had to call Tom and be like, you know, hey, I was at the nudie store and the car was stolen
You
by
know-
a school bus.
I was reading to children.
Yeah, I don't think that lie was.
At the daycare next door.
I don't think that lie is gonna work. I mean,
Like Tom's like, you can't
know.
read.
and you know, Tom's not stupid, right? Like Tom's
On
pretty
the phone
quick.
with Skeeter watching the news, like, oh, you doing charitable work? Yeah, I was doing charitable work.
Charitable, yeah, charity
What are
work.
you doing?
at
Reading
the-
to the blind?
at the nudie
Yeah.
Reading
what?
to the blind.
Reading nudie mags?
Yeah, man.
The new Extra Playboy came out?
The only Cadillac we ever owned, and it lasted a week. He literally had painted just a week before Skeeter crashed it.
Poor Skeeter needed to rush to the
Like,
adult bookstore and get
Oh
his-
man.
the latest issues of fucking.
And then, you know, the problem is even when you insure cars like that, right? Like, insurance only pays what insurance thinks it's worth.
Well, yes, you get a gap.
Right.
But usually you get a gap when you go to a
Well, but it
dealership
was-
to buy a
it-
new car.
Right. But, you know, they were buying and selling cars, you know, auction-wise.
That's what I'm saying. Usually you get it from. Because when you go to a dealership and you buy the car and you put your down payment, when you drive off the lot, it loses value.
Right.
So it's no longer worth, let's say, 30 grand.
Right.
So when you get your insurance to get full coverage, you have to get gap to fill in the gap.
Right,
In
right.
case you total the car, everything would be paid off.
Right, but that's mostly on new cars and
That's what I'm saying. You're not
and
going to get it
stuff
on a
from-
Cadillac.
Right, no, you're not going to get it on a
Unless
80s
it was
Cadillac.
actually. What's that thing? When they come out and actually check it.
Well, you don't
Like
start.
when you get a vintage something and then check
Right.
the entire car.
Well, okay, so the way it works is after 20 years, a car becomes a classic.
It's 30 now.
Is it 30 now? Jesus Christ. Well, it's been a while since I've, you know.
But I was
But
22. My brother's car is over 20 years, and they said it was 30.
well,
It was 92.
it used to be 20, right? But I guess okay, so now it's 30. Cars were a lot cooler back then. You know, now
70s and 80s.
now nobody wants a, you know, Hyundai Sorento or Kia Soul.
I mean, do you want to? What's it called,
Like-
though?
Like in 30 years, nobody's going to be registering a Kia Soul as a, you know.
A Nissan out there is gonna be a vintage.
Right. Like, I got a Kia Soul from 2000, and look, it said nobody never.
Well, in the 90s, it's the Pito car, the Gremlin,
The Gremlin.
the one they drove in Wayne's World.
Yeah, you know what the worst part is?
Or the ones that was in front of a race.
People said that about the Gremlin too. Is like nobody's ever gonna. That's just gonna fall away to the world.
Because it had
You
a
know.
whole front end of a regular like V8 and there's no back.
Right. Well, people turned it into drag cars.
I
And
thought it was the first car like in a NASCAR race
show
when they go
car.
around or whatever.
The pace
it was.
car?
Yeah, the pace car.
No. Maybe better.
Yeah, the pace car.
No. Maybe back
Like
in
in
the
a
day.
drag race, like on the street NASCAR or whatever they called it. When they had the dirt track.
Did you say street NASCAR?
Yeah,
All
but-
NASCAR street.
When they had the dirt track.
But that's not NASCAR.
Might as well be. Are they driving a circle?
The dirt track? Mostly.
Okay.
Figure eights, actually. Some of the dirt tracks. That's what makes it more dangerous is you could have an accident at any point.
He's just looking at the ball on the screen, looks like Mario Kart.
Right. Rainbow Road constantly. Just, but muddy. All right. Yeah, we should probably get in the news. 20 minutes bullshitting around at the beginning. Sorry, folks.
California gas prices reach all-time highs in some cities after record-breaking rain. After that storm hit through.
So we're
Called ass. What is it?
called ass. It's called
Atmospheric
ass.
river storm.
Atmospheric.
River storm.
See, again, you know we're getting old when we're talking about gas prices up in this bitch.
It's just saying like $7, $6,
That's fucking insane.
$4.75.
I remember it getting up to
$5
$5 back when I was younger.
I remember $1.27
But
up in West Virginia when I was 19.
we were in Tennessee. It was like $4. Couldn't go nowhere ever.
Was it?
Yeah, $5 a gallon. Milk was goddamn cheaper. Milk's less than $2 now if you get just the regular milk.
Thank God.
You know. But I mean, they still
Milk was
got
getting up there.
$5 a gallon of milk. You know, so like I don't know. It really depends. And then there's like the people who get the premium stuff. You know, for their sports cars and stuff like that.
Yeah, some cars can only take the expensive
High
gas.
octane and things. Well, it's because the way the car's built. You know, it needs
That's what I mean.
needs the richer stuff in order to
But they tell you that.
function properly.
But this is it sucks because it does it after a storm.
See, my favorite is like when I was working for the tow companies and stuff, right? The British people that would come down or come over don't really realize that we run mostly on gas here, where like over there it's diesel. Most of their cars are actually, even their like regular
They call it petrol.
BMWs, right? But they still run on diesel.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of their cars are diesel over there, and that's because it lasts longer.
And now it's biodegradable too.
Right. So, like, we'd have a couple of the people we picked up put diesel in their gas fucking cars.
Under rentals?
Right. So we had to pick the rentals up and take them to a shop and stuff like that. Have them drained, you know, flushed out. And then, yeah, it's a pain in the dick, and it's expensive. It's expensive. So you got to, you know, you really got to be careful to make sure what it takes, you know.
I saw that was it the meme on TikTok. When they put it in the gas tank, they go click and goes, that's $20. Like,
Well, it's like you look at some of these the big truck drivers, right? Like the big semi trucks. They'll show you, you know, just how much it's fill up, and it's $200, $300, $400 just to fill their truck up for one trip, you know.
well, usually it can fill up at the yard if they have one there.
Some of them do. So like my wife's company, they have a fuel company that comes,
So do we.
big fuel truck, and fuels all the vehicles and things like that.
Oh no, we have a diesel and they have diesel and regular
On the property.
on the property.
Well, but that's because they still have gas golf carts and stuff.
And the cars.
And the cars.
His cars.
Right.
And he has diesel for the trucks.
Well, you got to think they've got
And he used to own a gas station, so
So
he
they-
just took it from there.
so they've got 70 trucks altogether that run on diesel.
That's a lot.
So right,
The truck comes to fill
every night a diesel
Oh, you
a
don't have
truck
tank.
full of no. Well, they do, but they don't use that because there's a company that comes and fills all the trucks up at night. So the guys just come grab their trucks and get the fuck out of Dodge. You know.
That's a pretty penny.
Otherwise, it wastes. Like, could you imagine
Yeah, but you
70 guys in the morning going to get their
But
trucks
that's written
filled
off
up at
on
the gas
taxes,
station?
right?
Huh?
That'd be written off on taxes.
I don't know how that works. That's a CFO
That's
problem.
a business expense right there.
Right. That ain't
Every
good.
day? That's a lot of fucking gas.
Yeah. Everyday gas. Every
That's
day.
more than a property tax,
know.
probably,
Probably.
for a year.
Yeah. They probably spend their
And it's two different kinds of trucks.
Right.
Because you got the shit station, or the shit mobiles, and the regular, the concrete
trash,
ones.
Right. Trash and shit.
And they take more gas because they have heavier loads.
Right. Well, now,
I mean, it's built for heavy loads.
right. They're essentially dump trucks. They're just giant dump trucks.
Yeah.
You know, the walls are just a little bit bigger to keep down from debris, right? Because you don't want debris.
But at the same time, we had an open
trucks
part dumpster. We threw trash in it versus we threw concrete and construction thing. Yours just gonna be a lot heavier than the trash one.
Right.
Not the compactor, but the open top.
That's why the trucks have scale.
Crazy. And also, if you just put your thing down in Miami, you might get arrested.
Right. Moving on.
The first trailer for the Book of Boba Fett teases for the battle for Jabba the Hutt's throne. I don't know if you saw it, the new Disney Plus series coming out.
There's another new Disney Plus series.
The Book of Boba Fett. If you watched last season's Mandalorian, Boba Fett made a return. Boba. Not Jabba. Boba. Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
He's fat. No, yeah, fat. But he made his appearance again in The Mandalorian.
Boba very
But
large.
he doesn't follow the religion of Mandalorian, though. Because he takes his helmet off.
No, he was an exiled man.
So, he's with the girl, what's it called, lady that was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Actually, that's what used to confuse a lot of people until they started coming out with the
It's in the books.
the lore and stuff like that.
The lore was there, it was just in the Star Wars books.
Right. People thought that
But apparently Jabba the Hutt's dead. And now, apparently he had a whole bunch of crime lords working for him. And now he came back, and I think he's trying to take over the throne. So you might see little Annie.
So he was in The Mandalorian, wasn't he?
He came back, yeah. Because that one guy had his suit.
Right, to get his armor from the guy.
But, yeah. But with that one chick, the other mercenary chick, he was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Uh-huh.
She's in it with him.
Which mercenary?
The one that played Chun-Li in the Street Fighter movie?
Okay. Not the MMA bitch
No, the
who
other
got
one.
in trouble.
The one that she's in every Chinese, like she's always playing karate lady.
You know what I realized?
She was an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was in...
The MMA bitch was also the one in Deadpool.
Yes.
You know?
She was.
The one that...
She's also in Fast and Furious.
That was my favorite blooper. Like, he said like 5 or 6 things. She didn't flinch. As soon as he said fucking... Called her Rosie O'Donnell, and she punched him right in the mouth. Like, she's like, oh, that's enough. You know?
But she also played in Fast and Furious. The one before...
Oh, yeah. She was in the crew with Letty when they were trying to get her back.
Yeah. She fought Letty. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just had like...
There's too... See, the problem is like...
He was more buffed up and... What's it called? Deadpool.
So, right, because she was playing...
And she had black hair.
Right.
And this one she was like brown hair.
The problem is, right, when you start getting your Jason 10s and your Fast and the Furious 35, you understand what
they put cameos.
Right.
Yeah.
Once you get over 10, right,
that's enough.
Of a movie.
Well, James Bond?
I mean, they've been making James Bond, right, but they're not all continuations, right?
Like the Doctor.
Right, and they explain that Bond was just a code name. It wasn't. They tried to restart it with Triple X. Remember?
Oh, they tried to do a different one.
Right. They basically.
That's American.
Right. They basically tried to make Triple X a James Bond type thing, but they only got to 3 movies.
2. No, 3. Yeah, Return of Xander.
Why, who are you trying to correct? I know how many movies there were.
I'm thinking of 2 guys. It was only Van Diesel and Ice Cube.
Right.
But then he came.
But there was 3
Van
movies.
Diesel came back. Yeah.
Well, I'll come
a lot
across,
older. He shouldn't be doing extreme
I will
sports.
come across here and smack the tartar sauce out
Well,
of
no,
you.
I'm just saying he shouldn't be doing extreme sports at that age.
I mean, you do you, okay? I knew a 9-year-old man used to run 6
That's
miles
true.
every morning. So, but...
Well, they're saying there's still too many 007s, too. Like, the franchise for our generation died out.
Right. Well, because I mean,
And the only remembrance of it is the most remembered James Bonds is Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan, and the one we have now.
Take off your panties. Take off your panties.
But Roger
now.
Moore played him. Oh, remember the guy
How would you like
in
to
Doctor
meet
Who?
my puppet?
And the end of time when the Time Lords were coming through with David Tennant.
Mm-hmm.
The main guy, he was 007.
Yeah, he was a Bond.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. It. Speaking of which, Doctor Who has been getting real crazy.
It came back?
Yeah, the Christmas special is up on HBO Max.
Last year's or this year?
This year's.
It's not up yet. When is that Christmas?
Okay, I'll say it again in case you didn't hear me. The special, it might not be the Christmas, but there's a new episode
Okay.
up for the Doctor. I think she's about to change, so they had to explain some things, and then Christmas episode is normally when they
New season.
they start.
That's the episode 13.
Right,
Or
they
whatever
start
it is.
the regeneration process. I think he's going back to a guy. She had a great run. I liked her, but you gotta.
I think we already knew she was done,
keep
right?
going forward. What I really wanted to see was the black lady, right? The one I think it was like episode. It was one of the episodes she ran into a different doctor.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Right, and that's where she started to learn that, or where he started to learn that he's had many lives and,
Oh, yeah.
Forms and stuff like that. And
But you say he was a woman once.
13, no.
No, the other person was a woman.
Right.
The tattoo person.
Right.
Am I redhead? No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's been had so many different lives and stuff like that. Like,
That's new teeth.
they were physically taking memories from him, so they didn't realize how many lives he actually had lived through.
Oh, really?
Right. I had a theory about that. I was thinking about it.
Well,
as
and then
like,
with the master. The master's beating it.
right. Well, my theory was
You
that
got old school Doctor Who and our Doctor Who.
right.
And I
Well,
heard in the old school they let the master come back several times.
yeah, all the time. Come
No,
back.
he already did his generations.
My theory is when Matt Smith had to regenerate the last time, and he
Yeah.
thought he was just gonna die.
Because David Tennant did it twice, yeah.
Right. He
And
thought.
we did in the War Doctor.
Well, there's no limit to his regenerations because he's the child that was lost in time. He doesn't have any limits.
But if he thinks he does.
Have you even watched the last season?
No.
Oh,
But
well, then you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even talking to you.
the master
No.
stopped his regeneration
Nope. Negative.
No.
Can't.
when he got shot.
You can't.
We watched it.
He can't physically die.
We watched the master die.
We watched what we thought we wanted to watch.
The master.
The master can die.
That's what I'm saying. But if it's all in your head, he would think he would die.
No, it's you got to go watch the end of the
No,
season.
that doesn't count. I'm talking
yeah.
about Matt Smith, not this one.
No, it's
Yes, I heard she's it.
that, but that
I watched
gets,
pieces of it. The Lost Child in Time.
no, that gets changed.
You can't change it.
It does. Moving on. What's our next?
I don't want to talk to you now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the end of our show. Don't forget to
Thank
like
you
and
for
subscribe.
The Escape Battle Pass for Apex Legends will give your characters the flashiest threads.
Well, it's November.
It made the news.
It made the news. It's time for a new season of Apex.
11.
Fortnite at season 10 just blew their shit up. It's like, we're just gonna
Chapter 2.
We're just gonna start back at 1.
Chapter 2, Season 1.
Right, Chapter 2, Season 1. I wonder how far it'll go. Like Apex Season 35.
Where our kids play it. Where they have room on the screen. We get to choose between the 2 Apex seasons.
All I know is like
They killed Octane in the lore. Like
they killed Octane. God, just threw Lifeline away.
Whoa. Maybe Watson. Like.
No, it's supposed to be.
Oh, there's a buff for Watson.
Yeah, they're supposed
And
to be
Gibby.
Buff and Watson and Gibby and Crypto. But they're not yet. right? The only person who got buffed is Watson at the start of the season. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. I got some new guns coming out, and there's honestly a lot of different things. Brand new
They're
map.
changing the training. They said to make it more like mobile for some reason.
So I don't know. It's basically just wait and see. Like me and Sonny were talking about it, and they changed so many things on her that it just completely depressed her for the whole season.
They changed a lot. Though.
Took the alternator away from her right when she was starting to get comfortable with it.
Well, at least they gave us, what's it called? They gave us shields to start with. Where we used to not have the shields.
Yeah, I used to start with nothing.
But I think they should have kept, like, start with a pistol.
Start with a pistol. That's what you got. No, because the problem with that is, like, you can land, and if they've already got a pistol in their hand, they just shoot you in your back while
you also have a pistol.
Yeah.
It's not like when you land, you go in somewhere, and you get a grenade, and they get a fucking...
You have to remember, getting spun around sometimes, by the time you get turned around, you're already dead.
Again, when you go into bunker, and you get a grenade in the first room, and they get a fucking gun, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
At least if you both have guns when you land, you can have a lot of battle.
Let's see if you both have guns. I don't know. We just have to wait and see. Supposed to go live today.
1 p.m.
Yeah.
And of course they have arenas.
Josh doesn't like arenas. What did you think about the Shadow event?
That was fun. I watched one guy do the wall run that they do in what's it called? Titanfall.
Yeah.
And they were shooting at him and he was in bunker. He was jumping.
He was just jumping back and forth.
Oh yeah.
What is it? I had a couple good wins in Shadows.
Did you?
Yeah, got a couple.
I got one. That was enough.
Did I tell you? Sonya scared the shit out of me into a Kraber shot.
You killed someone because she scared you?
I shot somebody right in the head because she...
When you were lining it up?
So I was watching it was two teams, and I was watching the two teams fight. I was looking at the person one of the people who had already been shot up, he was healing, right? As soon as I came into crosshairs, right, I'm looking at him. He stopped moving. I'm lined up. Sonya's like, shoot him! And my finger, bro, just twitched. But it was enough. Right?
You shot him.
Shot him, downed him. The other team, as soon as
what the fuck?
Soon as they heard the shot and saw the dude was crawling, rushed him. Just rushed the shit out of him.
Damn.
Completely destroyed him. There was all because
you helped the other team.
Oh man, it was bad. Like,
and why she said shoot him?
She's like, shoot him, right? And I only had one bullet left in the Kraber. I was saving it for
you were just watching.
Right. I was just trying to watch and be patient because I was planning to win. Right. My plan is when they started to fight, hopefully one person from each team would go down.
Then you rush.
And one person from each team go down. They kill the third. As soon as they go to pick up their friend, Kraber shot through the head.
You win.
I win. Right. Game, done and done.
Takes patience.
It takes patience.
Positioning.
Right.
You might have to move.
You gotta be calm and wait. Right. The other day we were.
She scared you.
Oh man, shoot him! Back.
But why did she say shoot him?
Because it was lined up perfectly.
How would she know?
Because she was dead. She was already gone. It was just me.
Oh my god! So she said shoot him.
Right. It wasn't even ghosts. It was duos, I think. Right. So it was. She goes shoot him, and I was just like bang.
Did you tell her?
I started complaining about it immediately. I'm like, damn it, Sonya. Scared the shit out of it. Because she muted her mic, right?
So now you're just quiet, nice and
quiet.
I'm
quiet. I'm looking at both teams. I pull it back. I get them lined up. Shoot him. And I fucking...
You shot him?
I shot him. He went down. I just couldn't...
So we get to get this new character, Ash, who actually is from Titanfall.
Right. Well, so... Yeah, right.
He's out with a rat.
Ash actually had her own Titan, and that's what her abilities are based on, is her Titan.
Is it?
Yeah.
So what is this cutting hole in reality thing? Like?
I don't know, but all your teammates can go through it, but I think it's only one way. I don't think
not like Wraith.
No, I don't think you can go back, and it's a lot quicker than Wraith. You don't have to run; you just put it.
Yeah, that's cool. And apparently, you can collect information from the dead body.
That's from the right, the boxes to see where the person is that killed him.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you bring
Sonya was thinking about being Ash.
So if you brought me back and she found my box, she knows where I am now.
Knows where the person is that killed. If you kill somebody.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, the killer.
Right. If you kill somebody, Ash can throw her thing at the box that you killed.
Yeah, and she knows.
And see where you are.
That's
right.
Not good.
No, it's a lot more tracking, right? So like between me as Seer, Sonya as Ash.
But she's your healer.
I know, but we're trying to find Sonya a more aggressive character.
What's wrong with the healer?
You know?
She's won a lot with the healer.
I know, but
she's pretty aggressive with the healer.
She can be even more aggressive with an aggressive character.
Then she can't heal you.
Well, she still can if people are dead.
Bring you back, yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
But how many times does it say this in battle? Or just pick us up and leave?
All the time. All the time.
How many games have we won because of it?
Well, you know,
she can be what she wants.
Just like that. Right, that's right. She needs to be her.
But I'm gonna be Ash.
She needs to be her own.
I'm gonna be Ash.
You're gonna be Ash.
I call dibs.
I call dibs. Get out of here. I'm gonna be Ash.
You're gonna be Seer.
You're gonna be Seer.
You're gonna get 2,000 kills this game.
840, 42, 49.
Oh, almost beat mine.
I beat yours.
Mine was 900.
So I just didn't hit 1,000 like I wanted to. For the overall season between all the characters, I'm well over 1,000 kills.
Oh yeah.
But for Seer himself, and they messed him up.
You're not gonna play garbage this season, are you?
I'm just trash all season.
It does the opposite.
At least for the first 2 weeks, I'm in deep shit.
You're just like, what the?
Well, because I'm not you guys. I have to learn the map. You guys learn the map, but you take longer because you don't have to, right?
We're gonna land here. End of story.
Right. I have to know every in, out, shortcut, nook, cranny,
where the spiders are,
where people can fucking come from,
where to hide,
right? Where to hide,
so you can look up
how to,
what trees you can climb.
Because that's just like that, right? You don't realize that I'm looking at the way people are facing and the way the ring's coming in, right? So I know
what side of the map,
where they're gonna come from, right? Like if there's a giant ass rock here, the ring's closing, they're not gonna go all the way around through the ring. They're gonna come the shortest possible distance and get to the ring, which means they'll run into us. Like I'm calculating all of these things.
Boring. Next news.
Nerd.
Loser.
You're a fucking nerd and nobody likes you. Yeah, so like
it's talking that in the most inappropriate times too.
I'm just saying, like, there's a lot that goes into navigating versus just trying to focus on find them and shoot them.
Oh yeah.
You have to,
we know. We get it. The next news is Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade returns. Finally, people could be in the streets again, and a new balloon joins the lineup.
So hard to hear where fights are coming from, knowing how to get into them.
I'm gonna ask what it fucks with you, and the rock echoes it, so you don't know what it's
right. That's why you have to know the layout, so you know what the sounds are bouncing
the echoes
off.
Coming from. So excited about this Macy's Day Parade. Finally coming back.
My life's so hard. They did the Macy's Day Parade last year. Right, but the parade still win.
Nope, this is people going to be on the streets.
Poor New York.
Coughing on each other.
Excuse me. You act like that's the new normal. Like that's how you say hi now is you just walk up and.
How are you? I'm vaccinated, so now so are you.
The great apostle, what is it from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? When they were sneezing on the back of each other's head and then using the handkerchief on them.
There you go.
That's just gross.
So we'll find out what the new balloon is coming Thanksgiving.
What did they add? They added Dragon Ball Z.
At one point, Goku.
Goku. And the worst part is it just gets longer. Like, yes, they've got some floats they've retired and stuff like that over the years. But, Snoopy's every year.
Charlie Brown.
You know, Snoopy,
Garfield.
Santa Claus,
Garfield.
you know, Garfield. You know, but once they add a new one, Barney. You know, there was quite a few. So I imagine they probably put them in rotation and stuff like that when they can. You know, and them motherfuckers are huge. Now they just tie them to cars. They don't even take the chance to people walking down the road holding them. And they just tie that bitch to a car and drive it down the.
Every time I think of it, I think of Spider-Man 1 when he was bouncing off the balloons.
Bouncing off the balloons. Is that what you think? You're just gonna go up there and bounce around like Spider-Man? You fucking wish.
Aren't you excited though?
Was it?
It is a Thanksgiving tradition.
Yeah, for Thanksgiving Day. Yeah.
Starts at 8 o'clock, like 9 o'clock in the morning.
I don't think I've ever just watched it all the way through. I just
and dinner was at 11.
Right.
At 2.
Cat's bitching pieces of it.
I really, honestly, never understood when people had Thanksgiving at night. It was weird. Because we always had it in the afternoon. Because my mom's been cooking for like 2 days.
Started 2 days ago. Now getting done at noon today.
Yeah, we're going to eat at 2.
Everyone be there by noon.
Or 2, yeah, noon at 2. And then we watch football. Oh, we used to watch movies. I remember having at my brother's house, and the movie we watched was Independence Day. We all eat, and after we eat, we're all lay in the living room and watch a movie.
Normally just go to Laura's and talk shit.
Yeah, we're older now. That's different. When you're younger. And you didn't have to sit at the kids' table anymore.
I never sat at the kids' table. I was
small enough.
I was too goddamn big for the kids' table.
He's like, pass the gravy.
I was like, yo, give me that turkey over there.
The piece? No, the whole thing.
The whole turkey. Cut you out a piece. Send the turkey my way.
And Josh is over here like, where's my ham?
You know, yeah, you. See,
where's the mashed?
They used to do ham and turkey.
Where's the mashed potatoes? They're French fries.
Oh, don't bring that up.
Oh.
All right, what's our last news here?
Florida man.
Oh, is it Florida?
You don't like that?
I didn't like Florida man.
We end on Florida man.
Oh shit, I'm tired.
Me too. You want to just end it?
No,
You want to fall asleep on camera?
Do Florida man and then my questions that you never answer.
Florida man sues car wash. Surprisingly, it's slippery when wet.
See, that's that shit. Oh, coffee's hot. Who the fuck knew? It's like, well, you know, so at car washes.
I felt the same way in the bathroom.
And
like at the bathroom, it's gonna be slippery in there. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you slipped in the bathroom.
But now,
no shit.
Now they're making you put like graded stuff, right? Like on slippery surfaces and stuff.
Like on the roof.
Right, like so you can get traction because stuff like that does happen, and it's your fucking fault.
You know what I slip on? Fucking industrial paint in a parking lot.
Yeah.
When your sandals have no grip.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
that's what I slip on too.
You're like, whoa.
I turn sideways and don't walk on them.
Do you really?
I just, you
just slide down.
Crab walk it, just, fucking next to it because I don't want to slip and fall. Like I'm a big dude. And everything's further.
I mean, it's slippery.
And yeah, it slips.
So you're going in the air.
Quick.
You're not just falling. You're going up.
What cartoon bullshit are you on?
If you slip like this, you're leaving the ground.
I just slip and fall.
It's not like, oh.
I don't. My feet don't. I'm not like wee.
You tell me gravity's just gonna grab you.
Yeah, gravity just takes over. Once I've slipped, there's no real like.
You guys don't believe in physics. Watch a fat guy fall.
I don't float up first before I go down. I just.
Right.
If
you don't believe in physics, watch a fat guy fall.
That's right.
You will believe in physics.
Physics, it'll change your life.
You're like, wait a minute. Yeah, once in motion.
That's it. It's still just in motion. It's just
until you meet us.
Going someplace else.
Gravity is not our friend.
No, gravity is not a big guy's friend. All right.
So he's suing.
So
you think he'll win?
Boca News.
You think he'll win and beat you? You think he'll win?
They'll probably just give him some money.
Or the judges looks at him like,
tell him to shut up.
Did they have a sign? Yeah. Okay, we're good. Sir, can you read? That's not their fault.
That's not their fault. That's Florida school systems. You sued the wrong person.
Spanish. Was it in Spanish? No.
Fuck,
he wins.
I'm just saying. Yeah, but that's why the sign's always the same. Like a yellow sign, no matter what language, even if it's just in Spanish, right?
Should we can't we have like a common law, like a common sense law?
No.
Like if it's common sense, you can't get tried.
No, because then they'd be, just that should be under common sense. Well, some people don't have common sense. That's
you can't teach it. I get that, but
right, you can't teach common sense. Right, you can, I guess.
Because it's like this. It's like I was looking down my phone, ran into
deductive
a pole.
Reasoning.
I ran into a street sign pole thing. I'm suing the city. Sir, it's your fault. You didn't look up.
Why did they put that sign there?
Why was the pole in my way?
Why didn't you walk around?
I wasn't paying attention.
That's your fault. See, you said
common sense?
Right?
Yeah.
As soon as you said you lost.
I know that, but you should anticipate that I don't have common sense and not put a pole there.
Oh, you have enough common sense to say I did it. So.
No.
I'm
still suing.
You know it's your fault, but you haven't registered it.
Yeah, basically. I'm not taking. No, I'm victim.
No, I'm victim.
I'm also suing the phone company for making it addictive.
For making the phone addictive.
Nothing's my fault.
Too much information has been given to me in my life.
All right, DJ. Typically, when you talk to a stranger, where are you, and what inspires you to connect with them? I saw this question. I thought of you instantly.
So, I have a problem of when I wait in lines.
Like anxiety?
I feel uncomfortable just like being in a line. Right? Because I'm like, this is just a waste of life, and everybody's so quiet. Right? People just wait in lines quietly because, you at school you're like told to shut up and get in line so we can go
Shut up and get in line.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, little Timmy, and line the fuck up.
I remember talking lines at school all the time, like the lunch line.
No, but waiting in line, most people keep quiet. It's like, especially with COVID, and then they were quiet in 6 foot.
And the people are strangers.
Right, and people
you told all your life not to talk to strangers.
Right. Hey, don't talk to strangers. I'm like, well, fuck that. How do you meet anybody if you never talk to strangers? Like, that's like what one of them is a stranger's just a friend you haven't met yet.
Or kidnapper.
Yeah, or a kidnapper.
You haven't met yet.
Well,
either way, it's someone you haven't met yet.
Learn Muay Thai and see if you can still get kidnapped. Like, I'm just, if you're that worried about it, do something about it.
They can't afford to kidnap me.
Right.
You're not strong enough.
They can't afford to kidnap me.
Wait.
I'm laying here on the ground. If you can pick me up, you can take me. And I hope you got some good food when we get there.
That's your prize.
So, but I mean, I talk to people, like, just like conversations, start making jokes. I'll tell jokes that I've got floating around in my head. From.
You want to hear a bad joke?
No. From
stuff. You can use this next time.
No.
Like, how do you make an orphan's hand bleed?
No, you're not. No.
You don't want to know the answer?
No, thank you.
I'm gonna tell you.
I don't want to hear it. Nope.
Okay.
I barely heard what you said to begin with, so even if you told me.
How do you make an orphan's hands bleed?
Nope. Nope. Niet. Negative. So yeah, I just try to make friendly conversation, talk, stuff like that. It's like, fuck.
Trying to Jerry Seinfeld. What's with the line?
Yeah. What's taking so long?
What's with airplane fluid?
Why do they give you that little bag of peanuts? How long is that supposed to last for a 48-hour trip?
And all they have is fish or chicken.
Imagine fish in a fucking airplane cabin. Just the smell of it.
So you're in line and you just feel anxious.
So I start talking.
So you start talking to anyone who will listen to you.
Pretty much.
And I start make fun of people who don't listen to you. Apparently,
right. I start talking to my wife, and then I start looking around and talking to people, and
your wife's not good enough anymore.
I start eavesdropping on people's conversations, and then start making comments, and normally they're funny, and they go on, and I just
he gets responses.
I
Oh,
just
you're over the, what is it, from Clerks? 42 dicks? It's like, how'd you get over it? Randall said at least he wasn't 42 or 41. Put it in perspective.
well,
That's
it's
DJ. At least he didn't fuck your sister.
right. Look at the bright side, So that's just how I.
All right, there's another one, but I want to tell you this one thing. So it's like watching these story guy on YouTube.
All right. Whoa, are you looking at YouTube
Right now? Yeah, we're fine. Why? Oh, is it saying recommended bits? No. Says no data.
Oh, there we go. We're back on Twitch. Back on Facebook. We were blurry. We were the blurry men.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What's the last one?
Oh. Well, no, I want to tell you the story real quick.
Oh.
So this guy's saying he has he went to bed one night with a headache. He's looking at this lamp. His wife can't understand her kid, but the lamp, he can't go to work because he's focused on this lamp. All right. So, he's been married. It's like been 10 years. He's looking at this lamp. Lamp keeps getting bigger. Then he wakes up, or he has this blinding pain. And he wakes up and he's at a university. And the police come, they get him, they bring him to the hospital. Rushed him. He's like, what's going on? So apparently he got jumped by a football player, got hit in the head, and he got hit in the head twice. He hallucinated an entirely different life and had to go to therapy to get over his lost family.
That's crazy.
How would you handle that?
How would I get over a life that didn't exist that I thought?
Ain't that crazy though? Your brain can do that.
I'd be like, damn, I gotta get a new PS4.
It's like, could you tell what's real or fake anymore?
Fuck it.
It's crazy, right?
Just.
That's the guy told me. I was like, whoa. I think they made a couple of movies or TV shows like that. But
I think the hardest bit would be
trusting yourself.
My wife, right? Like trying to understand that it didn't exist.
But you felt it.
Right. Right. Like
you can dismiss images, but you can't dismiss feelings.
If I just woke up one day, right, and I wasn't in pain anymore, my wife didn't exist, none of the dogs, I was just taking care of the house, living in pain for big dream, I'd probably be a little freaked, yeah.
You just wake up and your dad's like, "What's in? You're 15 again."
Right.
Fuck, man.
That was all a dream. Gotta live through puberty all over again.
You would freak out.
Probably a little, yes.
And you're 15, so you're probably definitely freaking out.
Probably, yeah.
All right, but our last one. What would you define trust? Or how would you define trust? And how do you experience it?
How do I define trust and how do I experience it?
That was a good question.
Well, I don't know.
Like, how can you say, I trust Bob wouldn't do that? Is it knowing Bob or knowing that he wouldn't do it to you? Or you trusting him?
I think it's more knowing Bob. Right?
You think so?
Yeah.
Like you trust he wouldn't, because he's my friend. I trust him because he's my friend.
Right. Like I know what things he would do, what things. I guess it's more knowing, like what things Bob thinks bad of. Right.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's a weird question, right?
I trust Bob not to kick my ass, so even though I talk a lot of shit.
But would he in a situation he would have to?
Would Bob? Well, probably.
So you trust that
he'd fuck me up? Yeah. If I deserved it, oh yeah.
Or would you trust Bob to do the right thing?
To fuck me up? Yeah, probably.
Any kind of right thing.
I never worried about Bob doing
trust
crazy
him
shit.
to do the right thing.
Yeah.
But it's basically knowing their personality. Is it trust because it's you, or you know their personality?
I think it just.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say, like, oh, Bob killed someone. You're like, well, I don't think Bob would kill me. Like, I trust that he wouldn't.
Bob killed that guy. Well, at least I know I'm safe. Yeah.
But are you? Because now he's capable.
I mean, I'm
like,
sure
what makes you fucking special?
Everybody's capable. Like, that's not.
I think trust is a tricky thing.
You know.
Like, my coworker was like, her son is separated from his wife, but they got back together, but not together.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, so you're going to move out? Are you going to go get a place? She goes, no, I don't trust her. She might do it again. And it's like, how can you be with someone you don't trust?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I can understand you can love them all day, all night, But without the trust in that relationship, it's always that one thing they're going to say and you're going to bite their head off.
Right. Always in the back of your mind.
Is that like, I can't understand that. And how do you gain someone's trust back after they broke it? Because again, it's in the back of your head. You did it once. What makes it different this time?
How long before it happens again?
Yeah, you've shown me you're capable of it. Well, I've changed. I think people change. I think you just hold back.
People change.
You think they change or they hold back?
Oh, I've changed plenty over the years.
You have matured. Yes, you've grown. But is growing the same as change?
Yes.
Because you can still click right back to your pettiness.
Oh, of course I can.
So you really haven't
But
changed.
see, that's
you just used it in a better sense.
No, that's different,
I
right?
think
Because I'm not
growing-
going to forget how to talk shit just
No,
because
no,
I
I mean,
don't
like-
do it as much.
I think growing
Right.
is different than changing. When a person, like, you're still the same at your foundation.
I'd imagine
You're still DJ.
you should probably go to school and get a psychology degree if those are the type of things you want to talk about.
No, because that's just people that make up shit. And that's not really education.
It's all made up, Josh.
Okay, then, so why do I have to go to school for it? I can have my own theories and stuff. about
Again, you
understanding.
didn't like even the words you're using right now are technically made up.
I get that, but my point
Right?
is,
You didn't
if
just dig up some
they
words.
come up with a theory of their own and they call it psychosis, what they would do without any proof of it, why can't I?
Well, I mean, I guess you can. The difference is nobody's willing to pay you to listen to you.
My point is, so why do I go to college then? I don't need to go.
Pay you to listen to you.
Well, you're listening to me for free.
I'm not. No,
We're talking right now.
but I'm not listening or
And
paying
that's all we
attention-
had the time for.
Paying
Thank you for
attention to
watching.
you at all.
Oh, man, hour and 31 minutes.
I'm thinking about Apex and stretching my legs,
I
having
gotta-
a sandwich.
I gotta go too. See you
Also-
tomorrow, guys. Bye.
No, that's not how it works.
Rewind. Bye.
Got to take it from the top, Josh.
Today's November, if you haven't remembered.
Right. And November is Stomach Cancer Awareness Month, so make sure to talk to your doctors and get checked out for stomach cancer. Also, November is Thanksgiving, so as such, our charity is Feeding South Florida, and the link for the charity will be down below. They accept canned foods and cash, and
They do. If you're
Whatever.
also interested in saving our oceans, Mr. Beast has started a charity called Team Seas. If you want to check that out, hashtag Team Seas.
we also have an audio version in case you don't want to see our face on Apple Podcasts, Anchor FM, and Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasting needs. Also, don't forget to catch us on Tuesdays between the hours of 10 in the morning and 12 in the afternoon, and Thursdays
Wednesdays.
and Wednesdays in the afternoon
Between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m.
between the hours of 4 and
Don't
6
Don't do
p.m.
Thursday. Don't make promises you can't keep.
Sorry.
So, and that's the
Also,
word.
don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's right. We're going to do a giveaway soon.
Toodaloo, motherfuckers.
See you tomorrow. Stay tuned.